tuning into your local news station and the meteorologist report that the temperature is 94 degrees with the heat index of 119 degrees, first and foremost, what is heat index? The heat index is used in a weather forecast on those hot and humid summer days. It is simply the feel like temperature when humidity is factored in with the actual air temperature. This is important because it shows the effect of the global climate change. Global warming is an issue. Global warming effect is upon us today. Sadly, not enough people are taking this impeding issue seriously. We can all see the world changing around us with harsher winters, hotter summers, there's timing being too short or too long, and their duration too short or too long. During hurricane season in coastal areas such as Southwest Florida, the storms are frequent with numerous catastrophic casualty. We must improve the condition on our home planet, the Earth. We can control the amount of human-made greenhouse gases we emit and the amount of carbon dioxide we originate. Homo sapiens are by far the most intelligent evolving race on the Earth. We have started as a hunter-gatherer society, migrating and foraging for food. We then became an agriculture society, domesticating these species and settling. With advances in technology and increasing population, we entered the Industrial Revolution, building factories that help provide more resources than our previous societal stages. Each advancement in our societal development has affected the Earth's natural ecosystem. As we advance, we destroyed and added natural gas to the ecosystem. It affects our food chain, nutrients, water, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphate cycles. We receive the temperature we feel on Earth's surface from the Earth absorbing solar radiation from the sun. The gases in the atmosphere contain molecules that absorb the infrared radiation. These molecules include water vapor, ozone, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, methane, and hollow carbon, which are man-made gases. These gases make up the greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases then re-emit the solar radiation, the infrared radiation. Some of it travels back into space, and some of it travels downward, warming the troposphere and Earth's surface. And this is known as the greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide has caused almost twice as much warming since the Industrial Revolution of all the greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is important to Earth. It allows Earth to sustain life. Greenhouse effect has been in the atmosphere from the beginning of time. But by adding halocarbons into the atmosphere, it increases the natural greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gas concentration is rising. We have boost Earth atmosphere's concentration of carbon dioxide from 280 parts per million in the 1700s to 399 parts per million in 2014. Today, carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere is the highest it has been in the past 800,000 years. We have carbon Why have carbon dioxide rising so rapidly? Well, obviously, human intervention with removing fossil fuels from the underground deposit that store the carbon for millions of years are put into the atmosphere, as well as clearing and burning forests to make room for agriculture and settlement. Having a forest affects the amount of carbon that is in the atmosphere. As plants conduct photosynthesis, they store carbon in their tissues. So essentially, forests remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So burning and clearing forests releases those carbon molecules stored in their tissue. Deforestation contributes to the rise of carbon dioxide in the air. Now, the question you should ask yourself or your local politician is how we can reverse or alleviate some of these overburden of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Our government has added cap and trade programs that allows emission trading between businesses. This program controls pollution by allowing businesses and industries to be flexible on how they reduce pollution. Polluters choose to cut the emission and receive financial incentive for reducing emission below the legal emission amount. Emission trading program allows industry to buy carbon offset. Carbon offset is voluntary payment that enables another entity to help reduce the emission that the industry is unable to reduce. An example is a coal burning plant paying a reforestation project to plant more trees so that the carbon molecules in the atmosphere can be taken out of the air into the at the same rate that the coal plant is burning emits. People, global warming is real and a problem that we must fix. We are adding too many greenhouse gases, specifically carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. It is on us and our elected politicians to make a change on policies if we want to save and live on our only home planet.